Okay, you're right.
It's like an hour. It's like a month away now.
Check.
Chad's microphone works.
Checking.
Ray's microphone works.
Check.
Bacon.
1 2 1 2 1 2.
Danny's microphone
Mine's
works.
just a little bit loud.
And you like it that way.
You like it loud.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Whoa.
Bump.
Girl, my
We're
mic's
gonna,
hot.
we're gonna take this off of the recording.
No, we all know you like it loud, Chad. It's okay. Accept it.
I like my women like I like
Well,
my
y'all,
wine.
I think we're ready for a podcast.
Okay.
Yay!
Are we ready?
Are we ready?
I think so. Yeah.
Randy, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Ray, are you ready?
Yes.
Danny P.
I'm ready.
All right.
And a 1, and a 2, and a 3.
It's the Hits 104.9
Off-Air Podcast in the South Valley.
For Visalia. Okay. That's all right. It's all right. You'll get it. You'll just jump in at some point. It's okay. It's all right. Well, should we start with the big news or should we wait till later?
Let me go first.
Chad's got a rant. Go ahead, Chad.
Yeah.
Just
No, meaning because I want to give Ray ample amount of time over there.
All right. I'll just step out for lunch and Chad can go on his rant right now.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, okay.
Go ahead.
So,
Just
of
go
course,
ahead.
they had the Visalia council meeting last night.
Okay.
A lot of people went there because, well, they're complaining about the Visalia Animal Center services.
What's going on over at the Animal Center?
So basically what's
Or
going
not.
on is that, well, even though they got a lot of space to keep animals there, they're not keeping it at capacity or anything like that.
Okay.
And what they're doing is, once a dog, so like that we might show on our website or anything like that,
Right.
is there, they give it 7 days, is all they get, and then they get euthanized. So like, they did a ABC 30 did a story with them.
Okay.
When confronted about it, the director at the Visalia Animal Services was confronted about it. She said, I think it's time to end the interview now. Didn't want to answer the question. Then they went and talked to the city manager. City manager said it's not about space, it's about funding.
Right.
What is it, $1.8 million what they get annual budget?
So we all know the city is pretty bad at budgeting. I mean, you could talk about the sign or the logo that they spent all that money on. So
I mean, the city of Visalia actually really needs to do better on this.
they need it. They need a
Yeah,
budget.
okay, let's go back 5 feet. So Danny's new, so we got to explain the logo first.
Well, you want to do logo first?
Explain
Well,
the
you
logo.
gotta have
100
to give some context in this.
So they
So-
spent $150,000 on a new logo. They said, hey, you know what? I think it's time to redo the logo. City of Visalia did. City of Visalia shared the new logo.
Everyone hated
Nothing
it.
about it said Visalia. It was just a Valley Pure logo, which Valley Pure logo is very, very cool.
Thumbs up.
It
But
just
it
looked like the
didn't
Valley
have-
Pure logo is all it looked like.
It didn't pertain to the city of
Yeah.
Visalia.
Right.
There's a little white church in a hill. I mean, and it was supposed to be the Visalia Fox.
And they didn't get somebody local to do it. They had an agency in like LA,
LA,
do
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So that ended up turning into a thing, and then they ended up
Rushing it through on that.
having a hearing on that. Well, a hearing. They ended up having comments on that, and then they had local people put in designs, and then they kind of ran through that, right?
So basically, at the end of all this, they wound up picking a new logo, but it's a logo, the new city logo, and they're also having a legacy logo, which is the older logo that we had.
So there's 2 logos.
So now there's 2 city logos.
Or rather, so there's 3 though.
2 altogether. Just 2 altogether. They got rid of the one that they had made up that they spent $150,000 on.
Okay.
They got rid of that, and that one no longer exists.
But they used the funding from that to pay for the.
They just spent $150,000 on it, is all that Ray's pointed out.
Yes.
So, like, they could have spent that $150,000 on the Visalia Animal Services.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they probably allocated those funds for the $150,000, like, 3 years ago or whatever for the logo. But no one goes to the city council meetings, and so you have to go to the city council meetings to find out what's going on.
Yeah, but there is nothing about killing dogs after 7 days in the city council meeting or city council member meetings.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about the logo right now.
No, I'm talking about the city. Visalia Animal Services.
Now he's jumping back.
We're done with the logo.
Backstory.
We're talking about these
that's
services.
So that's the backstory on the logo. Now Chad's back on the city of Visalia.
About the animal shelter.
So they had the meeting last night, but what is there to do? What can they do instead of just why kill a 10-month-old puppy when you have plenty of room? Why are people getting paid so much money over there? Where's money going to?
Let me ask you this, Chad. So you know for sure that at 7 days.
Yeah, that's their rule. That's what they said in the interview too.
Yeah, give or take. Sometimes it could be extended to 12. It just depends.
Becomes euthanized.
Yep, becomes euthanized.
Become rescued.
No matter the age, nothing like that.
If they're chipped, don't they have an extension or no?
Yeah, I think that's the extension.
That'd be probably the 12 days.
Oh, okay. But
So certain exemptions,
that's just crazy.
Yeah, there's certain exemptions where it gets extended to 12 days, or like some that got paid for that are ready to get adopted. Like there's some instances where someone will pay to get a stray neutered and chipped.
They'll sponsor the adoption
or sponsor the dog.
Sure.
And stuff gets extended because they're already paid for.
What is the lifespan of a dog, cat, a pet, an animal in a shelter before they become euthanized? Do we know?
If you look at the Valley Oak SPCA, they could be there in a year, 2 years. I mean, they've had some that have been there for a couple of years.
Up with 7 days?
That's the Visalia's rule.
Yeah, it's a policy thing that they got going on, and that's what's kind of got people in a.
So in 7 days, if this animal is not publicized that it's up for adoption or nobody knows about it, they pretty much are done for.
Yep,
Yeah,
pretty much.
It's because I think the other deterrent of it is that when someone goes there, the dog has there's certain things that have to be done. So when you go there, you're paying for the adoption fee. You're also paying for it to get chipped. You're also getting paid for it to get it neutered or spayed. That stuff costs money. I don't do they do that in house? I don't know if they do that in house.
I think they might do that one in house, but then again, there's county has different rules. Like county has cheaper adoptions compared to the city adoptions. City and county might be cheaper than like an SPCA.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, I got an uncle that has adopted dogs from the county. It would only be like $75, $100. Where for me, when I adopted Cleo, it cost me $350, and that was from SPCA.
I can see that Randy's looking on the website right now for the.
I'm looking on our website because it's got all the details on the adoption fees. Adoption fees is $166 for female dogs and $155 for male dogs, unless it's changed. Adopters need to meet their animal of choice, fill out their adoption application, provide a valid ID, and pay their adoption fee. All the details, because we do this every Tuesday because we're trying to help clear the shelters before these little guys are gone. I mean, Kiwi is this week, and Kiwi's a 3-month-old shepherd mix.
Exactly. I mean, how are we gonna? We got to help this dog. I mean, only what you said 3 weeks.
Yep. Kiwi's ears are bigger than
He does not deserve what his fate is coming to him at the Visalia Animal Services. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's very hard. It's very emotional. It gets sometimes I feel really bad because I do go there every week, and sometimes I'm always looking. I'm like, man, if there was more room in my house, I would definitely
stack it up with pets.
I mean, and that's why it's even hard too. For I don't know about you, but like for me, getting my dogs into the vet is even hard now because there's a lot less vets now. Right. The reason being, vets they don't want to. I mean, they see what happens.
Yeah, they know.
They don't want to go through this. Right. So people aren't becoming vets. People are retiring out because they'd rather not see what happens. They don't want to have to put a dog down, stuff like that. So like where I take Cleo and Estrella, a couple years ago there was 3 doctors on hand. Now there's only 1.
Yeah, I think we've all had emotional attachment to pets to completely understand that.
Yeah.
I've had so
when
many.
my wife and I just got married, we were rescuing pets. We had 2 dogs that we rescued, a pug and it was a beagle mix and a terrier beagle mix. What made that combination just wild. That dog was full of energy. She was amazing. But just a thought, you're like, let's go and get a puppy from some breeder or something. But people tend to forget that there's a stack of puppies.
Right.
Yep.
Yes.
Right now, there's a stack of puppies that need you.
Yep.
Right. Just because you want to go around the corner and get a whatever the
And people will
show
drop them
dog.
off. People will drop them off out in the road, off the side of the road, in a parking lot, and they'll drop litters off there, especially kittens. I mean,
Oh, so
there's
that's
feral
That's
cats are
because
everywhere.
Nobody will take cats.
Yeah,
Right.
it's very
Nobody take
hard
cats.
to get rid of
So
cats.
a lot of times that they refer, drop them off on the country, and that way they can feed off of mice, stuff like that. I mean, it's actual true statement from people that work at like county and stuff like that.
come springtime. Isn't that the time when cats start to have
Yep.
a litter? Yeah.
Yeah, they litter
Yep.
out.
Well,
Everywhere.
and so like a lot of people, what they're trying to say for the Visalia Animal Services, maybe extend it more than 7 days, extend it more than 12 days. You got the room, use the room. Also find out a way how we can help, about this, how much you're spending a year, how we can get the costs down, stuff like that.
7
Also,
days is quick.
Right?
I didn't realize. Geez.
what else was there? Oh, maybe make it a no-kill center. I mean, like SPCA, no-kill center.
Right.
I mean, there's stuff to look at.
Yeah, that's
It's they're brushing this under the carpet, so it's time to get this out of under the carpet and say, hey, it's time to fix it.
Yeah, it's something that probably just needs to be addressed. It just needs some vocal people. That's all.
And like I said, when the director there, is asked the question, oh, I think it's time to interview now. Would you like to go see the rest and hold? No, that's not what they want to happen. They want the answer.
Right. I mean, and it's easy to adopt.
Not
adopt
really.
them.
Depending on where you go. SPCA, it's actually a little bit harder to adopt. Why? Because they want to make sure that the dog is going to be our
Guaranteed.
cat, if they have a cat. But they want to make sure that dog's going to be guaranteed, taken care of. A lot of times I heard that they don't want it to be an outside dog when you adopt it. They want you to have it to be an inside dog when you adopt it. Stuff like that. So that kind of changes.
The whole dynamic.
They look at you as a
On
person.
adapting.
They look at your ability and stuff like that. If
Right.
they don't think you're able to take care of this dog,
not gonna
they're not going to adopt it to you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Where the
Right.
county is not going to ask questions.
Right.
Counties were like, all right, give us your $75.
Pull up. We'll load the pet in your car.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Now I don't know how it works for like the city. I don't know how it works like in that aspect if they go through like a process. But yeah, I mean it's kind of crazy how you have these different ways, of being able to adopt an animal, and some you can easily, and some you can't at all.
Yeah, it's different in every city and every county. It looks like there'd be some type of mandate for just like a state mandate of some sort for across the board where that's to be the same. That's the rule for every city and every county, but no, everyone's got their own rules.
And I think that's what makes it hard.
And I'm going to say it, guys, don't take on a dog. Because think about I'm sure you already know where I'm going with this.
Yep.
Don't take on a pit. Don't take on a rot. Don't take on anything aggressive or a big dog. They're cute as a puppy, and then when as they grow, it's not their fault that you go, man, I can't take care of this dog. Let me pull up at the grocery store behind by the boxes and let it go.
Right.
Those are the people that bug me because I love dogs. I'm a big dog fanatic. And when I hear those stories, people buying these, I'm going to buy a pit bull puppy. Are you really ready for that responsibility? Because that's an aggressive dog.
Right.
It takes a lot of your attention. It's a person. Pets
Yeah.
are a person.
It's your kid.
Yeah.
It's your kid. You're responsible for that.
I mean, and that works for any dog too. If you can't take care of it, if you don't have the time for it,
Agreed.
don't adopt.
Don't
Yeah.
do it. Don't
Yeah.
do it. Don't do it.
Chad's dogs are his kids. I can attest to that.
I mean, if it comes down to it, if you just want to have like the dog time, go to the SPCA or something like that.
Yeah.
Go walk
Volunteer.
the dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like that.
Volunteer.
Yeah, go volunteer. Absolutely.
They,
They'd love to
I
see
mean,
you
the
there.
dogs need to get out and exercise,
Yeah.
and not all of them can actually get out and exercise because there's so many of them. So they
Yeah.
choose which days they can get out. You can give a dog a chance that might not have gotten out that day to go walk around, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yep. There you
I
go.
mean, there's different ways to go around it, or sponsor. But I
Yep,
mean, like,
sponsor.
where does that money go after if they put it down, where does that sponsorship money go? Does
Yeah.
that go back to the person, or does that go back to the city? Or
Again,
Right.
I think it's just it goes to the extension. I don't know how their sponsorship stuff
Yeah.
works, but
Probably goes to food is probably where it goes
Probably.
to. They call that the bottom line, and like the SPCA, it used to be anyway. They would go straight to food, just help feed the puppies and the kitties and everybody.
But
so yeah,
there's definitely a lot of stuff that I think just needs to be addressed. And I mean, instead of brushing it under, it's time to let it all out and figure out where we can fix this. Where a 3-month-old doesn't, face this in 7 days.
go rescue Kiwi. He's right there waiting for you.
he's right there waiting for you.
Or she. Sorry, it's a she.
Oh, is it she?
It's a she.
Yeah,
So
Kiwi's waiting there for
I don't know
you.
if I'm ready for this news, though.
I know. Big
I mean,
news.
I think everyone already kind of knows, and your Chad's like the only one left out of the loop.
Well,
First-
actually, what happened
Chad's not
was
left out of the loop.
this
Chad
morning-
knows. I don't even.
this-
you don't even tell Chad because Chad knows
he
everything.
already knows.
No,
I
this
think
morning I was talking to a salesperson and said, "What are we going to do without Ray Ray?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?"
I knew it. See, because I knew the cat was out of the bag when someone mentioned it to the salespeople, and then just like a bunch of japping crows, they all know.
Yeah, it's a radio station. So if you ever want anything
Small
to get out of the
station.
radio station, just tell one of the salespeople, and they'll tell everybody.
Everyone.
So tell us about
Before
this, Ray
social
Ray.
media.
So, yeah.
Before social media.
the-
Yeah.
the-
Original
best.
social media was right
Yes.
there.
Yes.
We got to hear about this because I want to know what's going on.
So this Friday will be my last day here, Chad.
Friday?
Yes.
Friday.
That's not even 2-week notice.
I know.
I know.
That's like-
I've already heard it from the boss.
he's
That's
al-
like only
he's
a week
already-
notice.
He's already heard it.
When did you
He's,
when did you put in your notice?
Well, actually, I was going to put it in last week, but I was having some issues with a background check.
Oh, I can see that. I mean, you got a sketchy ass background. I can tell you
So-
that.
He
much.
is sketchy.
He said
He's
he said
hood from Coalinga, so
he set his parents' floor on fire. So I mean, like this guy's sketchy.
And Ray, you know what I heard this morning? So I was talking to Megan, and she goes, "He didn't even give me a 2-cheek notice."
Wow. Wow.
No, she's giving me that side eye right now.
Yeah, she is.
She's still smiling at you.
I don't know. It looked like she's looking at all of us. Like if you look at her,
Yeah.
you're gonna think she's looking at you, and then
Yeah.
I think she's looking at me. Like, hey, Megan.
She's always looking at me.
Yeah.
So I
I
mean,
brought
what's,
her into the fold. She's always looking at me.
so what's going on? Where are you going? What are you doing?
So I got a job offer at a construction firm in Paso Robles for marketing and communications.
A little bit closer to home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Just instead of going east, I'm just going west. So yeah.
Are you ready for this?
No, I don't think anyone's kind of ready when you're going into a new environment.
Scared but excited, Ray?
Exactly. I would say that. Yeah.
I mean, as long as you're not like that Bitcoin place, Bitwise.
It's time for Ray to spread his wings and get out from the fold, I think.
How long were you here, Ray? Can I ask?
I was hired by Randy and Rik in April of 2015. And I bet they don't even remember.
I do. Yep. I remember.
What do you remember? Tell us your story about the first time you met Ray.
So Ray was wearing
When you looked at him in the eye.
Ray was wearing the same hoodie he was wearing a little while ago.
Yeah, I probably was.
Yeah.
That 805 hoodie.
Yeah, the 805 hoodie.
And a hat. He said, I'll do anything. I can do that. Whatever you need me to do, I can do. I can do video. I can do this and that and the other thing. I was like, okay.
It was
okay,
back
man.
before we even had a GM, right? Or Bill took a little time off because you guys were running the place at the time.
Oh, that was when Fawn was in charge?
Yeah.
I have a lot to thank her for then.
Yes. Let's not go there.
Oh, we can bring up Fawn.
Yeah.
She was great.
Yeah. Yeah, she was.
She acted like she was general manager, but she really wasn't general manager.
Yeah.
She said she was Merle Haggard's cousin.
Yeah. Do
That
we
would
ever?
have been a lie.
Yeah. Do we ever figure that one out? Did we
That
ever
was a
get
lie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Apparently best friends with Buck Owens.
taking the spotlight off of Ray. Thanks.
Oh, sorry. So
Come on
Fawn,
now.
No,
so,
that's
so,
just Chad. I'm
thought we
used to it.
I thought we were talking about Ray here.
so Fawn made a big mistake, hired Ray. Keep going.
Yeah. No, Rick and I made a big no. We we hired Ray, and it was you and Blue.
Yeah. Well, she's the one that trained me, and then we had two other guys, Chris and Elvin. They were with the group, and then Hannah.
Oh, and that one guy that stole the generator.
That was later.
Oh,
That was
okay.
later.
Keep
Then
going.
Then it was
Wait, who's Blue?
Blue.
Name's Jenny,
her name is
and
Jenny.
she dyes her hair blue.
Yeah, she has
So-
blue hair, so we call her
Always
Blue.
call her Blue.
Yeah.
Got
yeah.
it.
You're my girl, Blue.
Yep.
Yeah.
We love you, Blue.
Love her.
We love you. Yep.
Yeah, she's the one that completely trained me, showed me how to do everything, how to run things, kind of.
Uh-huh.
And then it was, I think her name was Valerie, Rachel, and Hannah. There was the 3 girls.
Valerie. Yeah,
Her
Valerie.
parents own that restaurant.
Yeah, Valerie was here for a minute.
Oh yeah, they own the Mexican restaurant.
Right.
Yep, that's right.
And then
Keep going.
and Rachel and then and Hannah.
And then we were all here. And then once I think when Leslie was the promotions, she was the promotions director.
Uh-huh.
And then when she was gone, then it was Hannah, then Tony, and then me as the prod cord promotions coordinators.
Yes.
So yeah, it's been quite a ride.
Ray's lived through it all.
And that was Leslie Davis?
Davis.
Leslie Davis. Yep.
Randy looks so intrigued with this. He's playing on his phone.
No, I'm pulling up Blue so you can see. There's a pretty decent picture of her with some blue hair. No, not that one. Not that one.
He's showing all the
What
other
kind of pictures are you showing?
I know,
me,
like what
Randy?
kind of
Stop
pictures you got
already.
there?
It's blue.
Gotcha.
It looks kind of green in that color, but
Yeah,
yeah.
kind of does. But
It was fading at
See,
that
there's
point.
blue right there. Blue. Yeah. Okay. Jenny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a little bittersweet for me because once I got that phone call, because it all happened very quickly. Because I got the call for the interview when I was in Porterville when we were doing the Porterville show, and then the next day after we came back from Yosemite, I went over there to do the interview. So
Oh, that was the doctor's appointment.
yep, that was the doctor's appointment.
Oh, you had a doctor's appointment?
Oh, don't even act surprised. I told you he had a doctor's appointment.
That's why I wasn't there.
Oh, no, he told me he had a doctor's appointment. That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, because I was wondering, is Ray okay? Are you
Yeah,
all right?
no, he wasn't. He was looking for a new job. He's ready to leave this place.
And like I said, I wasn't like necessarily looking, but a
Oh,
friend.
what do you mean you weren't looking?
So,
you were looking because they called you for an
Write this
interview.
down, Danny. Doctor's appointment means looking
for another job.
Okay. Go
So-
on. I'm taking notes here.
So it wasn't until a friend of mine from Bitwise told me, because I guess he works in the Fresno sector, told me about this position, and he was the one that told me to send in the app for that.
Ooh,
And then,
Fresno sector.
yes,
I like that.
So do you get an
Sector.
office?
huh?
Do you get an office?
Do I get an office? I'm not sure.
Or a cubicle.
My orientation is on Tuesday.
Now, here's one thing I'm going to point out. Make sure you ask about this office first because I think I warned you. I think I warned you about this.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah.
This
Don't
office,
take that office.
if this office comes open, don't take it. Everybody that goes in there leaves
Yeah.
or gets fired.
It's
Yep.
the death
Don't
office.
go in there.
Death.
Haunted?
Death.
No, I'm just saying.
Death office. Death office.
So, I mean, it went from April to Leslie to Hannah to Tony,
Tony.
to Ray.
Yeah, 5 people at least.
I
yeah.
mean, let that
Gone.
be the office. Nobody takes over. If we're going to put any.
Hold on. I gotta
Whoever
show
we
the
don't
video.
like.
I gotta show the video. So that is my office right across, right there,
with
the
all
posters.
the posters.
So, whoever we don't like, we put in there. They'll wind up leaving at some point, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the office where people leave. So
It's been just so quick, and that's why I'm still kind of wrapping my head around it.
still processing, Ray?
Still processing, yeah.
Yeah. Better
They
process
didn't even
fast.
give you a chance to do a 2-week notice. What kind of company is this?
It's a construction. I told you it was a
Like I
construction
said,
company.
they should have gave you allowed you 2
Well,
weeks.
actually, they wanted me to start sooner. They wanted me to start. I think it was 2 weeks before, but I told them like, I wanted to give a 2 week notice. I was like, okay, well, let's do that. Let's hold it off for next week. So they wanted me to work last week also, but the marketing director was out of the country. So they postponed it and then also Labor Day weekend. So
and this
they-
background check thing was
and
what
then
the
background
problem,
check
right?
was, oh man. So apparently he called the boss, whoever the agency.
Oh yeah, you and I went walking up there. By the way,
Yeah.
if you didn't notice that,
I
you
did
and I went
notice.
walking up there because it was the day of a concert. Me and him went to go get go get the credit card, and he was playing it on the loudspeaker. You were sitting in there with Paul.
Yeah, me and the boss were listening. It's like, oh, Ray must be applying for a credit card or something because they need proof of employment. Oh, all right. Well, make sure and call him back because he probably needs to get a loan or something. I don't know. And that was part of it.
So yeah, it was
like, oh, that's why they were calling for that. Oh.
the
So here's another thing. Yeah. So we thought he was sick.
Things not to do to your
we thought he was
employer.
getting a credit card. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually
Wow, Ray, you did not do this so secretly.
Things
I
not
guess
to do
not.
when looking for a job.
Randy looked up the agency that was doing my background check. It was like a government
It's
agency.
a government agency. Yeah, it's like DI. I better not say it too
Yeah.
loudly, but it's like it's some government agency. Yeah.
So yeah, they did a thorough.
thorough.
Yeah, they were a thorough background check. In fact, they called me and they couldn't confirm the time, the amount of time I was working here because on our taxes it doesn't say Momentum. It's under Grupetti. So they.
Visalia Toyota.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they couldn't confirm my time here. So I had to explain to them that just look up Grupetti LLC. Is it Grupetti LLC?
Probably
Something
I
like
don't know.
that.
But
So-
did you have to pee in a cup?
Yes, I
Oh,
did. I
wow.
did that in Hanford.
I
Did
never
they
had to do
did
that.
they plug hair out of your head?
Yes.
Wait, yeah, you had to do it for here, huh?
They took DNA from your head.
pee in a cup here?
Yeah, you had to pee in a cup.
Never. I'll go on the record. I've never peed in a cup for a job in radio.
Neither have I until here.
Good
Yeah.
thing you were
Yeah,
clean, right?
same.
Yeah.
That was yeah.
Same.
I mean, I paid $5 to the homeless.
Was it at the clinic on Acres?
You bought a cup from him.
Why does this look like a Coors Light?
Why is this piece so
Was it-
dark?
I'm just curious. Was it at the same place?
It was an Amber?
Was it at the
It looks like a Heineken.
Danny? Was it at the same clinic on Acres? I want to know if it was at the same clinic.
I went to Chino.
Why did you buy it from that same homeless person?
Oh, same homeless guy.
No. This one is normally on Chenoweth, right there by 198, over there at the Valley Industrial.
Oh,
It's
okay.
normally where they have them go.
Yeah, that's where it was at. Yeah.
Yeah. Bebo, the homeless guy.
So, like, if you ever hurt on a job, which I mean, you got 2 days to get hurt on the job. So, if you ever hurt on a job, you have to go there too.
Yeah. When Chad slit his arm in it. No, his
My
foot
leg.
in a sinkhole.
Yeah, we were out in front of A&W on Mooney, right? We were doing
You fell into a.
we were out there
sinkhole.
for something. Anyhow,
Remote.
I can't remember if it was rainy season or not, but anyhow,
No, sunny day.
I was talking to Randy. I was doing a remote break for hits, and then I went walking up because I like to walk around when I'm recording. I don't know what it is. I guess it's like when you're on the phone. You
All
walk
I hear is
around.
ready.
And I
It's like,
and
oh
all
my
of a
God,
sudden,
it's okay.
I stepped and I went flying down to the ground.
No, he went down
little
in the
sinkhole.
ground.
Oh,
Yeah, like it was that whole. My foot went
you
that far.
submerge into the ground.
Ground.
Do you hurt yourself?
Oh, I was hurt.
Oh, wow.
Oh no, it was it was November. So
It was a sunny day.
it was a sunny day, but it just rained
Yeah. Okay.
because my friends Eric and Kara were getting married. So yes, remember that Saturday they were getting married, and it was a chance of rain. So they were going to have everything outside. They were like, oh no,
This was in 2014, right?
oh man.
So you go to the clinic?
So I had to go to the
Because I
clinic
remember
and
hearing
check-
the
checked
story
out.
like literally a few months, like why you can't do certain things. Because
That's when we learned about the. That's when we learned about the medical form papers. we had to-
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody's ever filled
We
out
had to
medical
fill out.
forms here before until me.
Got it. Well, see, I didn't. Now it makes sense because I didn't understand when I was sitting there. So I'm waiting for my name to be called to go and pee in a cup. This lady, this Hispanic woman, two of them, one who speaks English, the other one only speaks Spanish, had like the tip of her finger just lopped off, so it was just kind of hanging, blood everywhere. There's like
Oh.
Let me explain. I was
No,
like,
you don't have to explain. Okay, keep going.
what?
Okay,
What? Oh, I'm like, where am I?
it's a clinic.
Yeah, right. But I didn't know she hurt herself on the job. The lady that's speaking English said she was working and somehow had
Cut her
The
off.
saw
Cut
had
her
gotten
finger.
close to her finger somehow.
Yeah, something,
Like at a
whatever,
packing
she
plant or something like
locked
that.
up her
Yeah.
finger, and I mean, and she was like, "Well, let's get her, like take her
To emergency.
There's blood, like,
Everywhere.
Yeah.
You're leaving
I mean,
blood all over the place.
No offense, Valley Industrial. I like you all, but if my finger's falling off, flopping off, I'm not going there first. I'm going to Quia Health first.
the
see what happens.
nearest
It's-
hospital.
yeah. I guess my point is,
Why
that's
didn't
not
they?
my first go-to place.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
I didn't understand that one. I was like,
Yeah.
where? That's what made me question. Where
That's
am I?
your what do they call that when you're hurt on the job?
That's your 4-person telling you to go there.
Yeah.
That's
No. What do they call
Workman's
that?
comp?
That's your workman's
Workman's
comp.
comp, yeah.
basically.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
I want to go to my primary.
Yeah, did you know
Right.
that there's also a phone number we have to call specifically for that too? Like I remember when Leslie was when we had to deal with all that. Because it happened when Chris fainted. I remember when Chris fainted on the job, they got mad at us for calling 911.
Yeah, there's an 800 number in
There's an 800 number
in
that
the
we
van
have
that
to
you have to
call.
call.
Don't go to the clinic.
You have to call the nurse.
No offense.
Nurse
I'm
first,
calling
yeah.
911 first before I call your nurse.
Hey, Chad, I forget. Is that when you hit the sinkhole? Wasn't that the same year that you ate a Christmas light?
No,
Wait, what? Wait, what?
No, that
Yo!
that was under West Coast Broadcasting.
Oh, okay.
Basically,
Christmas
we were
light?
putting up Christmas lights on the hits van, getting ready for a parade. I think it was out in Hanford, and we're getting the Christmas lights put up, and all of a sudden I shut the door, and the Christmas light broke.
And
It
launched
went
it.
flat into my throat.
Randy, I think I swallowed a Christmas light. What? What?
Oh my
Sharp
god.
piece
Uh-huh.
of
Plastic.
Into the
plastic
gullet.
glass, whatever it is. I don't know what the bulbs look like.
Yeah, and it was one of the little small ones, the little tiny small ones. Yeah,
And yes, I took him to the emergency room, and yes, they took an X-ray.
but
and-
we did all this after the parade.
You're fine.
well, yeah. and
Good. I got to see Santa.
yeah,
Pretty much.
and yeah. So yeah, which took us, and what did the doctor say? Well, it'll come out naturally.
Yeah,
Oh.
basically. It'll cut
Because
up.
at that time we were like,
It'll cut up my insides, and I'll just poop it out. Apparently.
well, at that point it was like, did you really swallow it, or was it? Because we were like, maybe I didn't swallow
Cut
it.
my uvula. What are you talking about?
And then the doctor's
That's
like,
what I
it'll
found
come
out. That little hanging thing in the back of your
You
throat
don't
is the
feel
uvula.
this piece in your esophagus?
No, it was
It's over?
minute. It was just so tiny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That would worry me if I got a large.
A lot of something stuck in there,
Yeah.
right?
So yeah,
Well, apparently we're not.
You're fine. Chad's fine.
I mean,
One of
apparently I'm
the-
good.
Still went through the
It
parade.
explains a whole lot.
One of the
but,
many times Chad and I spent in the emergency room together.
It's always Chad. Like I think it was always like you're always prone to accidents, Chad. Have you ever noticed
sitting
that?
in emergency with him?
Oh yeah, because we went straight from the parade to the Queen Health.
Yeah, Catch 1049 van sitting outside emergency.
And they were all excited too.
We're broadcasting live outside the
Hey,
ER right
hey,
now.
Yeah.
Hey, you're Chad.
Quick, get Chad. Something's wrong with Chad. Quick, get him on the gurney.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish I would
yeah.
have gotten that same when I was in my car accident. I wish it was the same kind of treatment I got at the Queen Health that day. That it was then
And like-
because it was not the same. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Chad, what's wrong? You okay? Funny story.
But he's
Chad swallowed a Christmas light. And then they,
that is
Christmas
that was
Your
the
mouth's open and
exact.
you're putting
that is
stuff on.
hilarious.
That was the exact reaction from the nurse. And exact reaction right now. That
And
was
then I
the
had to
nurse.
explain it to the doctor who asked the same question too.
Yeah. That
I'm
was.
like, well, I was reaching up.
Now I want to know: did it come out naturally, and how did it?
I have
how
no
did
idea.
It feel?
I mean, I didn't feel no cuts coming out, but I mean, it could have.
That was about I don't know 15 years ago. So apparently it came out naturally and everything's fine, unless it's lodged somewhere in his belly. And
I
we
mean,
just don't
somewhere
know. Yeah,
could
you know.
explain a whole lot.
Don't know.
But yeah,
Chad's been through it.
I didn't mean to take this over from you.
No.
again, Ray.
I'm loving it.
I started to say taking Ray Spotlight again.
I mean,
but yes,
Moral of that story is holidays are straight ahead, folks.
yeah.
Holidays are on the way, right around the corner.
you're leaving right before the Tulare Fair, you butthead.
I know.
Are you just-
That was the biggest.
you're-
That was
You're
the.
just figuring this out.
We'll make it happen. It's okay.
Right?
Yeah,
It's not the first time we had to all handle this before.
Right? Right?
I mean, you'll be missed, but
I know.
And
That's
Garrett,
right.
I'll probably end up seeing you guys out there anyway.
no, you better not show up out there.
You're gonna be
I don't
like-
want to see your face out there. You only gave us a week notice, not even a week. He told him what? Then on Tuesdays when you told everybody yesterday or today?
Me and Randy literally went to talk to the boss on Tuesday.
Yeah, so less than a week. I mean,
But I
you
told
even had
Randy on Friday.
No, it doesn't matter what you told Randy on Friday, because that means Randy
Hey,
kept
hey.
it a secret too from Paul, which means
Wow.
you hid secrets from your superior. Anyhow, we'll talk about that later.
It's like,
But
wow.
no. Less than a week. You are leaving us less than a week. We still got concerts to go. We still got that to go.
We got Christmas parades.
Christmas-
Holy crap.
Chad is treating you like Ving Rhames right now. All this
I know, right?
LA privileges.
Your LA privileges are done.
but on the
if
opposite-
I ever seen you again, you're done.
But on the opposite side of this, he don't give a crap. I mean, if we were in his place, we'd be like, "What the hell ever?"
Yeah, what's he giving crap for? That's why I'm not saying anything.
He's
It's
gonna be
like-
over there at Kellerman City, and
He's on the other side of the five now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all set. Well, Ray, we're gonna miss you. We love you, man. And
My next question is: do you guys need the camera? Because I feel like you guys are gonna need that camera.
if you want to,
Is that yours?
If
Is
you
that
want
the
to,
station?
if you like to donate it to us, that'd be fabulous, Ray. Now I'm gonna have to buy a camera now. That was the first thing. That was the first thing that came to my mind. I was like, I'm really gonna risk. Okay, second thing, I'm gonna miss Ray. I'm really gonna miss his camera though. Yeah.
Well, then now I got to show Randy how to use it.
I'll tell you what, Randy. That is my goodbye gift for you. You can keep the
Wait,
camera.
you're just gonna give it to us? I mean, I'll take it then.
No, if you're gonna give it to Chad, then I'll take it. But because at least it won't get all messed up this way.
At least with me, stuff will get uploaded.
The only thing
Ooh.
the only thing I just can't give you is I can't give you the tripod that comes with it.
Oh, I can find one of those.
I don't
Not
know
to
if I
worry.
want it then. Tripod's in the tripod that I got you is in your office there. So it's a small.
Wow, Ray,
it's a
I can't
tall
believe this.
tripod.
I mean, Danny, you already scared off one guy.
I don't even know how that happened.
I know.
I actually, Ray and I were hitting it off. I was like, wait a minute, how is this possible?
I know.
Again, it's no offense to anyone here at the
Oh,
station.
there is offenses. I know
I'm
there
just
is.
saying, it's like,
Chad's in shock still.
It was a very hard decision for me. It really was because I love this place, man. I pretty much grew up here.
Don't worry, Ray. The next 6 months, I'm going to hear, how come you didn't tell me? How come you didn't tell me? How come you didn't tell me? So Chad's going to tell me every day.
I know. I mean, I'm already over it. I mean,
He says that now.
I'm holding a grudge over this Tulare County Fair thing.
He
and
says
Until the
that
fair
now.
comes along, then he's like, "Damn it, Ray." He's like,
If only Ray were here.
Or he's gonna text.
we got a blood drive next. Ray, let's just stop bringing it up
Yeah,
anymore.
he's gonna-
Ray, we're gonna miss you
Just
no matter what.
Let it go, Chad. Yeah, we're
I'm
going to
gonna
miss
get
you,
a
Ray.
bunch. I'm gonna get a bunch of texts from him too. He's gonna be like, "Why aren't you here?"
Oh no. When people leave, I never contact them ever again. So
Wow, you're dead to me, sir.
Yeah.
I'll keep you in my phone, but I'll put you on Do Not Disturb.
Oh, that's so bad.
Ow.
That's so bad, Chad.
Ow, Chad.
Bad
Ow.
Chad. Bad
After
Chad.
all the things we've been through,
Yes.
Chad.
Well, I think we should sing a song right now. After all we've been through together.
Kumbaya, my lord. Oh wait.
No, wait.
So
You
I
should
mean,
be
like,
thanking me because Rick and I hired this guy.
you hired quite a few people. He was the only one that was dumb enough to stay.
Ow.
I just
Ow.
saying.
He's
I
just
mean-
trying to push you off.
I
now.
know. I know. He's
trying
pushing
to
me
I
off
mean,
the click right
yeah.
now.
No, Ray, you've
because he's
done a
feeling
great
bad.
job. I mean, what was that? Almost 10 years of working here?
Almost 10 years. Yeah.
I mean, almost time for a ring, but it's okay.
I'm not gonna get one. Apparently, if I would have stayed here for another year, I still wouldn't get one
No, you had to be 10 years full time.
full time.
Yeah,
That's
you
okay. We've done something for you, Ray.
I mean,
We've
we'd have
done
gotten you a
something.
cake or something. We still got to do that for
A pizza
Colin, by the
party.
way.
We got to do
We gotta
something
do something for Colin
Shh,
because-
podcast. He might listen. Don't say.
I guarantee you, Colin's not listening to the podcast.
Colin might be listening secretly. You don't know.
He's like, I hear everything in
Yes,
this building.
that's right. Colin knows everything.
So you leave us just one less person we have to buy for the next Christmas party. Then
Yeah. Still.
I can't believe you're leaving. Less than a week notice. We have no time to reminisce or anything like that.
What have you
anymore.
been doing? The last 15 minutes.
I don't know.
You've been reminiscing. Okay. Ray, we're going to miss you. And I don't know how we're going to do the podcast without you.
Congrats on the new job.
Congrats on the new
Yeah,
job.
Congrats, man.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. I'm pretty sure you guys will be able to handle it.
Is-
You guys will have the camera. I'm pretty sure you guys will be fine.
Is this all because we didn't go off your script? I mean,
No.
we never went off your script or
We could have.
anything.
Yeah, we
Okay,
would've-
fine.
we
That's the
would've
main
let-
reason why I'm leaving because you guys wouldn't let me talk about the stuff I wanted
We
to
would
talk
have let
about.
you use the agenda. It's okay. And now a perspective from the millennium, Ray. And then you could have went off and done everything. that you
On the
wanted to talk
bigger and
about.
better things, though, I mean,
Yep.
like we discussed, you're closer to home. You don't have to drive all the way over here to this valley. You're driving to
I'm
a
still
different
going to be
valley.
coming over here though. A lot of my business is still here, so
But-
I have to
but-
have to come over here.
Whether Ray is around or not, we still have to find him a gamer girlfriend. Agreed?
Oh, that means we have to be in contact with him after he leaves.
Agreed. Agreed.
Yes.
Agreed. A gamer girlfriend for Ray we will find.
Oh God,
And you're 30 minutes away from Pismo.
I know.
Did you tell Hector yet?
Yeah, Hector knows. Hector was the first one to know. Actually,
Oh.
I kind of gave him the heads up
You
before
kidding?
anyone else.
Hector probably knew when he applied for the job.
That jackass.
Hector keeps quiet, man.
That's why he was the first one to know, because I know he wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna have a talk with that kid.
That's right, exactly.
I thought I was kind of breaking into the barriers.
Yeah, I know. All right, Ray. Well, we're
But
gonna
yeah,
miss you.
I mean,
And
30 minutes away from the coast, like you said. I like that.
oh, now he
Now
wants
he's
to be
thinking
friends.
about it, right?
Now he wants to be friends, right?
Are
And
there
guess
any-
what, Chad? If I were to ever get a place out there, Chad, you're more than welcome to come stay.
Okay.
See, there you go. See, now you want to keep in contact, huh?
Now he wants to stay in contact.
I mean, yeah.
yeah. All right.
Use and abuse.
And -1 on the next podcast.
Peace
Thanks,
out.
Ray.